if you are sales professionals and you want to set up appointments, but somehow you're just stuck with your goal, if you only set up 1 or 2 a week or 3 a week, but you haven't set regular, consistent 3 to 5 to 10 appointments per week, there might be something wrong in your process. So for all of you that don't know me, my name is Andreas Budiman. I've been generating over $3 million in sales with my sales outreach process. And I want to share with you the strategies that how you can find problem to set appointments. Because if you are setting up appointments because you are pitching them too early, or you just don't have the sense of what a problem actually that they are facing that you can resolve, that you are not going to set the right appointments, right? So how can you set appointments and finding their problems? For all of you that don't know me, my name is Andreas Budiman, and I've been doing this for about 7 years now, and I'm generating for myself, and all the strategy that I use, I want to share with you so you can have the right expectation to set appointments, making result, and close more deals. Okay, so first thing we talk about problems. If you don't know the problems, that you're going to having a hard time to set up the appointments and even make the person show up on the appointments, right? So that basically 3 essential things that you can do to find a problem from someone and how you can set a right expectation for them to show up on the appointments. So what are those 3 things? The first thing is that how can you asking the right questions, right? Asking the right questions, meaning that you need to know about the solutions. What kind of solutions that you are solving? What kind of solutions that you are bringing to the table? That sales is about solving the problems, right? So if you don't know about the problems that you're solving, you don't know what the solutions that you bring to the table, you don't know who that you're reaching out to. That's why you don't know how to ask the right questions. If you want to ask the right question, you need to start from the solution. What kind of problems that you're solving? Exactly. So I take example, let's say if you're selling insurance or if you're selling coaching programs, you need to know what kind of solutions that you bring to the table. If you don't know what kind of solution, that means your problem is that the problem that you're solving is not valid enough in the marketplace. So take example, let's say you sell that coaching program, right? So let's say you're helping business owners to generate more leads for their company. Means that what kind of problem that they have? Are they having a lead generation problem, or are they having a quality of the appointments problem? Those are 2 different things. You need to ask questions based on what they're facing right now. So, right? So how that you ask the right question, you need to start to understanding what product or service that you are selling, right? Or your company is selling. So if you don't know very deep about this, you need to break down into cases, right? So you know that, okay, example just now that you're solving lead generation problem. Now you need to know the person that you're talking to, what kind of problems that they have with the lead generation. So you can ask something about, hey, what is your lead generation process right now? How do you get leads right now? How do you set appointments right now for your business? You can ask those questions to the person because you know your product or service is about appointment setting, and you can help them to solve that problem. So the first thing is that finding the problem, finding it is by asking the right questions. You're not solving that yet if you haven't find it yet, right? So if you don't find it, you need to ask the right question. That's why you need to start from the solution itself. But if you don't fully understand what kind of solution that you're giving, the product or service that you're selling, means that you just selling the empty promise there, right? That's number 1. You need to find deeper about the product or service that you're selling, right? Number 2 is you can also do assumption questions. Okay? And this is so powerful, guys. Like if you're just asking someone about, hey, what is your problem right now? Do you think the person is going to show up with you and just share what their problem really is? It is like exactly if you're asking your friend how much money you have in your bank account. The person is not going to tell you for sure, right? And even someone asks you, if I ask you right now, what is the problem you're facing? Most likely, either 2 things happen. 1, you don't really know what your problem is. Or second is that you will not be truthful because I'm a stranger to you and you haven't built trust with me yet, then you're not going to share with me what is your problem. So you need to ask assumption questions as the way out for you to understand what the problem is. So assumption question is that assumption that you make if the person already doing great or not. Because a lot of people, they have been asking themselves like, what kind of problems that I have right now, right? So if you ask this kind of question to your prospect, you're going to be, hey, Mr. Prospect, I see that you're mindset coach and probably you have been crushing it with a lot of clients that you're handling right now. What kind of clients that you are getting right now? So you are assuming that they already been doing great by getting the new clients, right? If they are telling you, hey, Andreas, not really actually, I'm just getting started and I really want to know how I can get more clients and I'm still kind of trying to learn how to do that. That means the person is having a problem to get more clients. If they're saying, yeah, I'm doing really great right now and I have too many clients right now to handle, that is also a statement, right? So either they will give you a yes, I have this problem, or they'll give you a no. Either way, you get a validation from them what you should do with that, right? If let's say they say yes with that, they say yes, I am doing great right now and I have too many clients to handle, then you can say, that's great, right? You validate them again, that's great. And then you ask another question about assumption. So you say, so you don't need any more clients right now then because you already been crushing it and you achieving your income goal right now. That is another question if they say yes, right? So that you can ask deeper question about you don't need more improvement in your clients, right? That is the assumption question. They will say yes or no again, right? That is how you can stack on these questions on the assumption question. And also if they say no, right? No, I haven't really been doing great right now. I'm still looking for another clients that actually want to pay me something, right? So they can say, all right, oh, sorry to hear that. What is your current process getting that clients? See that? Now you're asking what questions. So I'll erase this first. Ask what question and don't give them the how. So give them the what. Give the what, but don't give them the how. Give them the what, meaning that if you are asking, if they are asking like how, so do you know how to get more clients, and you give them the what. Yes, you can get them with appointment setting, so you can get better quality clients and hyper targeted clients that you can give them appointment, right? But don't give them the how, like, okay, you need to create this group so you can get this. Then you can, if you give them the how, then they will be not interested anymore to chat with you because they already got the solution and you just run with it, right? But if you give them the what first, then they'll be like, oh, how can I do that, right? So pick the curiosity from them. So give them the what, not give them the how. If they answer no, they want to know better and how that I can do that, then you can give them the what instead of how, right? If they say yes or they've been doing very well, then you validate again and asking, so you have been doing very well, then you don't need any more clients right now because you already achieved your income goal, maybe 10K per month, right? You can assuming that and let them validate it as the way for them to reach out back to you and open up more with you, right? That's number 2. And number 3 is that you also need to understand asking these questions are probing, right? Meaning that sometimes they feel irritated because you're asking more personal questions. You always want to use voice, message, right? This is so big because if you're a salesperson and you're training yourself, this is your asset, your mouth. How that you are asking the questions is meaningful rather than what that you are asking, okay? So the how you ask question is so much more important than what you ask, right? If you are asking how, right, meaning that your tonality, the speed that you ask the question, and how calm and collective you are is very important rather than the words that you're saying. So if you use a voice message, you can control the pace, you can control the tonality, not to be desperate, not to be needy, but in a good way that make people want to open up with their answer. Make sense? So you need to practice this. When you are asking these problem probing questions, you need to ask about their situation. So you need to be careful. You cannot just be like, so what kind of problem you have, right? You cannot be just too direct like that, but you need to lay back and step down and say, hey, I understand that you might be having this problem because you are just getting started. And what I know is that a lot of people actually have this problem because they don't know how to exactly finding the leads and hyper targeting them in a Facebook group. Is that what you're feeling right now? See that when I ask that problem, use that tonality so it's not come across needy, desperate, or too direct. Because if it's too direct, nobody wants to answer that, right? But if it's too needy, too desperate, they will sense that you're going to sell them something. So you always need to tone down your tonality, lay it back a bit, and ask the truthful, genuine questions that curiosity really want to help them. Then they will feel that you are genuine, that they will answer your question, okay? So these three are the most important aspects if you want to find problems to set appointments with your product or service, all right? So if you want to get the document, I already compiled a very good Google Docs, a very short and good and sweet to Google Docs, is talking about how you find these problems and talking about these three things in more details, because more likely you will not pay attention right now and maybe you get 10%, 20% of what I'm saying right now. But if you want to get it in the Google Docs where you can see it, you can learn it, just comment below the words docs right now and I will send it to you personally. I'll reach out to you and help you out with how to implement these things.